Hello, welcome back to the little Welsh cottage here at the head of the Rhondda Fawr in South Wales. Thank you all for your get well messages. I'm perfectly fine. Well, I feel perfectly fine. I've had my normal breakfast and I'm feeling okay. But the postman's been, surprise, surprise. But I've bought something, but it's put me into a bit of a predicament. So I was just about to go out and get my Saturday shopping for the weekend, and this turned up. I ordered it over a week ago, and it's a bread maker, and I love the design of it. It has a nice size loaf, not too big, not too small. Can I get that out? Not too big, not too small. So I was just about to set the whole thing up and then make a list of what I need to buy. And I realised, look, this is the plug. Now, I'm sure, is that an American plug? But why would you sell a product in the UK when you haven't sent the right plug? So I don't know now whether to send this back and buy something else, or do I get an adapter? But that doesn't seem strong enough. You know, for somebody who's used to having a 3-pin, do I just put that into an adapter, and then is it safe to have something going through an adapter if you're going to use it on a long-term basis? And I've checked through the packing. There's nothing here. So I thought maybe there was an adapter sort of pushed in here. But there's absolutely nothing. So I'm a bit perplexed now what to do. Do I just send it back, cut my losses, send it back and see what else is available? But then again, I can't understand. Why would you send something to somebody that hasn't got the right plug on it? You would assume that if you're buying from Amazon in the UK, everything is ready for the UK market. Or do I keep it and get an adapter? But then is that safe? I don't know. One thing I do know though is I'm not going to have fresh bread today. So when I go down to the village high street, I'm going to have to put bread on my list. And trying to find a good brown loaf here, or even sourdough, is like trying to find hen's teeth. So first stop is Cyril the Butcher. There you go, nice bit of chicken and a few slices of ham. It's the first day of the Eisteddfod today. I wonder if that's why it's quite quiet. Right, I'm going to pop in here now and get some vegetables for my Sunday lunch. Oh, I called the short bus to come home and I went everywhere. We have 2 buses, a long bus, which gets you there quick, and a short bus, which goes all around the houses. One day in the future, I'll film a trip of going all around the houses. So I popped in the Co-op, a place I haven't been to for a while, and I thought I would stock up on a few little tins, just in case, next time that I'm ill. Bit of Scotch broth, oxtail. I only tend to eat oxtail when I'm ill, in fact. I've also bought some veg for tomorrow. I just thought I haven't got time to put in a Waitrose order this week. I want my stuff now. I can't wait for tomorrow. So I bought some sourdough bread, £2. We'll see how good that is. The only problem is, it's best before the 4th, which is tomorrow. When did tomato soup become so expensive? That's what I want to know. That was £4.50. It seems a bit expensive to me. What do you think? Is this... I lived with somebody in one of the houses in London, and all day she said, I'm going to make some tomato soup. So she bought the tomatoes. She spent all day roasting these tomatoes, taking the skins off, putting them in. She had a big batch, and at 10 o'clock in the night she looked in it and went, it's just not thick enough. How can I thicken it? And she went, I know what I'll do. And she got out a tin of tomato soup and put it in. I thought, you waste your life like that, girl. I'm not going to. I'll just go straight for the tin. I thought you spent all day making a homemade soup, and then you've gone and spoilt it by putting full of preservatives. HP sauce. I hadn't planned to do an unboxing, what's it called? A shopping haul video, but it looks like this is what is occurring. Bit of mint sauce. You can't do without mint sauce. So we'll pop that in there. Right, what else have I bought? Some Actimels. These will go into the Mary Poppins fridge, as somebody once called it. I'm going to have to take everything out and rearrange it. And I thought I'd treat myself. I know they're full of sugar, but it's natural sugar. I've got pineapples, bananas and coconuts. I've never heard of that flavour before. Mango, passion fruits and apples. I've had to put my butter into the fridge because it's so warm at the moment. So a little bag of shopping from the co-op cost £40 plus tea bags, which was about, in fact I can tell you how much the soup was. So those 4 tins of tomato soup were we're not on here. I can't find them. But those, a bag of tea bags, £8.50. £4.95 for 4 tins of tomato soup. And don't tell me that Waitrose is expensive compared to these prices. So we pop that in there, and then I went to Green Valley and I bought, I went to Cyril the Butcher. See, I've been out for so long today I can't remember where I've been or what I've done. I forgot I bought a few little slices of ham. Now Cyril does tell me when you take his stuff home just to break open the bag to let the air get to the meat, because it's not allowing the air to get to your meat, makes it go off a bit quicker. So I've got 2 breasts, 1 for each side. That's for my dinner tomorrow. I was going to say for my breakfast then. That's for my breakfast tomorrow. That's for my dinner tomorrow. For my Sunday lunch. So we'll pop them in the bottom. We'll pop the meat up the top, because must keep your cooked and your uncooked meats divided. Oh, it's getting busy already. I'll just put that there for now. Maybe that grapefruit should go in the bin now. I'm tempted to still cut the thing open, just to see what it's like. There you go, it's a bit better. Oh, I'll deal with that on a different day. Put it in there. And then what else did I buy? I bought an onion. I do prefer red ones. I have noticed this year how much I'm spending on food, and it feels a lot, but it's because I'm not growing my own. So you don't realise at the time how much money you save. Got some parsnips I've got some beautiful new potatoes. Now, they're very good in this shop, I must say. I bought a cucumber and I wanted some spring onions. And she said they look a bit on the turn, so you can have them for free. So she gave me 2 bits of onions. Then what's in here? Oh, 2 carrots. Just buy what you want to eat rather than buying loads. And I do love a Savoy cabbage. So I think I'm going to have a cup of tea. What's the time? 6 o'clock. Cats are outside. The weather is a bit on the turn, I must say. So I'm tempted to go either to the homestead or maybe a little walk. Let me think what I'm going to have for food first. Oh, I've decided and I asked a few people out and about today, and I put it on my TikTok story as well to see what people thought. The general feeling is send the bread maker back, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to set up the invoice so that they can come and collect it. Right, let's have a cup of tea. There's Amber. She's loving the garden now. Topsy's out here as well. But Topsy loves hiding either in that top geranium or she pops next door. Look at this beautiful mallow. She pops next door and she's got a little house underneath the ivy there, so we can't see her, but she can certainly hear us. This top bed is certainly bushing out. I wish I knew the name of these. I'll have to look through my old videos and find out if I can find the name. There you go. Amber's having a sniff of the flowers, aren't you? Sniff, sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff, sniff. So I thought I would have something a bit different tonight for my tea. After all, it is the summer and I want to try and get out and go for a little quick evening stroll. Look at that. Beautiful. It is 8:30 and it's already starting to go dark. And it's gone quite chilly. A few houses I can see have put their coal fires on. And it's beautiful to smell. I'm hoping this is a shortcut that I've taken. I think the path is up there. Ah, there it is. Now, which way am I going? I don't want to do a big climb. Just a little stroll. Let's just walk down here for a bit. Although saying that, I'm going to change my mind, because if I go that way, I'll end up doing a big circle and it'll get dark and I'll get cold. So I'm just gonna walk down to the river, I think, and just enjoy the peace and quiet. Even the birds have gone to bed. I need to come out more. I came out a lot in the winter and the spring, but not many journeys out in the summer. Look at this tree here. Look at the stories that could tell. I would love to come up here one day during May or June and do a bit of camping. Wake up to the sound of the forest. That's something to go on the list for next year. I could do it this year, but I want to spend as much of my free time as possible getting the homestead into shape. So that's my task for August. But it's certainly a different place now in the summer. It's as if the trees are giving you a big hug. I can hear the water. I can smell a very heavy scent of a rose. I don't think it could be this. Oh, it is. Whatever type of a rose that is. The scent is heady. It's huge as well. Look at this bit here. There's a farm at the end of that track. Just imagine that being mine. Walking up and down, going past this at all hours of the day and night. Experiencing the nature around here. So I'm just going to walk back to the village now. And we're going to go down this path, which used to be part of the Rhondda and Swansea Bay railway. And this would take us to the tunnel that goes through the mountain, if it was still there. Just look at this bit here. It's almost magical. I've only been back in Wales for 6 months, but I'm just realising I've already got to that point where I'm so busy that I haven't had time to come up to the mountains. And that's the thing, it's on the doorstep, it's there, so you can always go and visit tomorrow. But I'm going to try and make an effort to switch the computers off, have a bit of dinner, and then maybe come out for a walk in the evening, or even better, come out for a walk in the day, because just being here you can feel any tension just lifting. Now it's another crossroads. The path to the right would take me up to the mountain, but because I want a short walk tonight, let's go this way, because this will take me back to the village. See, I remember this 25 years ago, 30 years ago. These trees weren't here then. The majority of these trees have only been here in the last few years, and this actually looks like it's been constructed by somebody. The stream was always there, but these ferns weren't. Now there's a bridge down here, which what we used to do, we used to dam the river and jump off the top here and go straight into the water because it was so deep. But now, nothing. Probably health and safety. You can't do it now. But we would put a dam down here on this side. Put some big stones all the way along. And like I said, it was deep enough to jump into. But again, all these trees on the left and the right, they weren't here. You could just walk down here, sit on the side. I remember my cousin and I used to bring the dog here, and the dog could run in from the side, but they couldn't do that now. Alright, let's just go back up here, and then we'll continue on to the left. And then we'll go home through the woods here. Now it's a lot darker in real life than it is on the camera. These cameras are quite good at adding a bit of light. So I'm being surrounded by, seems to be a swamp on this side, and then the river on the other side. Pretty sure there used to be a bridge up here, but now they're building houses. Ah, there's the bridge. Look at that, it's blocked off. I don't think you could go across. All this used to be an open field. Kids used to come up and play. Yeah, look at this bridge is blocked off. I wonder if there's a plan to open it up again. Footpath diversion. Thing is, once they close a path, it's very rarely that they open it up again. So let us have a look where we need to go now. Problem with these houses over on the left there, this stream here looks very banal and calm and very thin, but I've seen this stream expand to about 20 foot in a heavy storm, and I'd be concerned because they've built these houses right up to the edge of where the stream is at the moment. Beautiful place to have a house though, but you know, waking up to this in the morning, well, where does it end? Just a few houses here, a few houses there, and your countryside is gone. So I'll have to keep an eye on the tide and the light. Oh, you won't be able to see it now, so I'll come back. The mountain is just starting to turn purple from all the heather. But this is concerning. It said down there, path diversion, and this one is diverted as well. So this one's closed. So what this is doing now is actually pushing me up the mountain, which is the one place I didn't want to go this late in the night. But look at those houses though, they just look like Lego boxes. If they'd put a little row of cottages, maybe with a basement and just the one story and a garden in the front, I think that they would have fitted in a lot better. Now, decisions. Do I go? Because if I go up here, I can go back down the path that way. or I can go down to the water and then come through the top of that new housing estate. I can feel the midges coming. My spray is in the shed. This is the problem with the mountain. It draws you in when you know your head is going. Turn back now and go home. But we'll just go a little way further in. I'll take a right turn when we get here. And then we'll end up back down by that bridge. The one that I went to stand on. Right, my head is going to win this time. I'm going to head back. Because I've just noticed it's 9:05. And it'll be dark in about 15 minutes. But you can see how people, even experienced people, can get lost. Especially in the summer when everything is in full leaf. Now there used to be a big, what we used to call the green field, by one of the oak trees. And back in the 40s and 50s, people used to come up here with sandwiches and spend the whole day up on the green field. Now, if I see, so stood here, there's the oak tree. So all this was flat. Maybe there's not enough people with dogs. Because when my cousin and I used to come out with the dog, she'd have a stick and she'd be beating back the brambles. I would bring out a secateurs and we'd cut twigs down in order to make the paths bigger. Like this path, I remember this was about 6 foot wide. But I'm heading back down now. Back down towards the village. They tell me that during the time that I haven't been here, there's been at least 2 big storms. And that changed the landscape. And there was also a disease that went through the trees. And that's why you can see a lot of these trees are just stood there dead. And they're called widowmakers. Because one false move and they'll be down and you're gone. Right, I have to bring my arms in now to make sure I don't get stung by the stinging nettles. I'll have to start that tradition up of coming out with a withy stick and doing a bit of beating of the path. Because if you don't, it won't be long and the paths will be gone. And people will stop coming up. Like back in the old days. Oh, I just got scraped then by that stinging nettle. Back in the old days, there were so many sheep around the valley. They would walk these paths. And the sheep would be allowed out all the time. So they used to keep the paths down by just munching on the grass and things. Oh, I don't think we had any rain, but it smells damp. I think if somebody turned up now, I think we'd end up frightening each other. They put these things here to stop the motorbikes. Right, oh look, there's a bit of crocosmia glowing in the dark. Right, we're back out by the farmhouse now, so It's all straight home now. Seems to be a lot of cotoneaster. Somebody's planted a big hedge of it. Right, I'm going to take the easy option now and get off the mountain and head back down to that river, because now, like I said, it's a bit chilly, almost autumnal, but a nice cup of tea now would go down a treat. So I think I will bid you farewell. Thanks for joining me today, and no doubt I will catch you on the next one. And just to put your mind at ease, I will show you, there is the river, and a few steps now I'll be back in the street. But I need to come out and do this more. Oh, there's a park. Yes, there was a park here before, but it wasn't as formal as this. And all this used to be a nicely cut field where they would play football. But here we are now. We're back down at the houses, so I will go in, have a nice cup of tea, and bid you farewell. So until next time from me, bye for now. Just before I go, just look at how busy the streets are around here. I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.